Hello, Cadre. Got my Paladin this morning, just got done soaking that. So poor Dave in Kentucky must be bored or lonely or something. He pointed out I haven't done a video in a while, and I guess he's right. I threw out a bunch in a row, and then I'm like, oh, well, I gotta ease back because these are not 7 or 8 minute videos, and you can't expect anybody just to keep up with that kind of pace of watching them. But then I get in the habit of, like, every day I think, well, I just did one a little while ago. I just did one, and then time's gone by. So I didn't mean to leave you in a lurch there, buddy. So using a couple of new things here today, I'm creating a lather for the day, guys. CBL did mention, I believe, he had a little spurt of activity there where he shot out a video and then he was on one of our Zoom calls. But he did mention that I had requested a soap to be made for me. That's right, Dave. That's right. I can't, it's not enough. The choice that's out there. I need one made just for me. I just thought of an idea of a soap scent that wasn't out there. And, you know, Chris is just dying to make me happy. So this was been a year in the making, I think. And it's kind of interesting, you know, he kind of said that an idea gets thrown out there and then he just kind of runs with it. And that's more what this was. It's not like we did like a back and forth every month of tweaking and, you know, once I'm a movie star, that's what's going to happen, Chris. But right now we're just, hey, how about this? And I can't even show you what it's called because he named it inappropriate for YouTube and for the Cadre. How's that for an owner? I gotta police one of the owners. But here it is. It says Barbershop 2.0 or beta 2 soap. So it's creating a good lather here. And he knows I'm sure I would not be the easiest person to try to actually work collaboratively with and make a scent, because I have a specific one in my head, and I don't know how realistic it is to reproduce or how easy, or can you do it without, like, you know, 5 chemists and special ingredients from the Congo or something. But this one's interesting. Well, I'll say it's a take off of Oud Mineral. Feather SS. Going with thing. I don't use this exclusively. I've been using it a lot. Yesterday was the Psycho. I think I threw in the Akamorin this last week. And I've been liking the SS with this Pink Blade, Kai Pink. If I had to pick between the two, maybe the Feather Pro Guard would win out by a hair, but they're pretty close. They're both good blades in this razor. So anyway, he sent me this. It's funny because he's also, I don't know if he's cryptic intentionally. We're just a busy guy pulled in lots of directions, but so he sent me 3 different soaps. And I just jotted down some comments just from the tub, the soap scent, and then he replied kind of about a little bit what was going on with each one of them. what he was doing. So, but then in his comments, it's unclear. I believe, I know he's going to release this soap, a version of this soap. I said that like with a comma, but there should be like a period. I know he's going to release a version of this soap, period. But his comments were, to me, were cryptic enough that I do not know if this is the exact scent or something that he had already tweaked a little bit that I've mentioned is in the final one. So I guess we'll all be surprised. But I like this. I like this base. Maybe, just so far, maybe the best out of any of his. I don't know. People don't have a problem. His original soaps back in the day, back when he was pumping out those strong scents. And this is a stronger scent. This is not like the stuff that was sent out. With the Cadre second anniversary stuff. But his very first soaps, I had, the trouble I had with those, like I said, I only saw one other person agreed with that assessment, is it took me a bunch of actual soap to get the same amount of lather as any other soap. Which I thought was weird. But this one, I guess it seems like normal. It needs, just use a standard amount. Lathered up just fine. And with his original stuff, I wouldn't get a super thick lather. So that's why I'm always a little hesitant. I'm actually gonna mix in a little water with the last pass and see what happens to this. But though, I told him I'm glad that he's going back to a little bit stronger since it was commented on one of the Zoom calls that he had some non-Cadre feedback about his soaps, that they were a little bit too strong. So what? Just kidding. I know he's got to make the masses happy, but I'm sure he's not even going to watch this video. He's a very busy fellow. So the post-shave residual isn't there immediately. You add some water though, and it is feeling like nice and slippery, but also thick, kind of like, I'm sure when I rinse off, it's going to take a few rinses, kind of like you, I wanted to try a little bit more water in this, see what would happen. Anyway, that's right, the Nurse Dave channel of no research. Don't care what's in my soaps, I just care how they work and smell. So I'm assuming he's got in some nice skin foody type of things for it to be feeling like that. Oh yeah, this is, well, now I did it twice. I added water in twice. We'll see what's going on here. And you know me, I certainly don't mind a, oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. This is, you know who makes a good lather? Fluffy. And he just takes his brush and he'll just do like this painting thing. And he just ends up with this thick coat of whatever he's using on there. Anyway. what else? I wasn't gonna. So anyway, so I got this soap. I got 2 others, and then I don't see. And that's the other thing. He seemed pretty open. I guess I've seen other people say this too. They get this like trial stuff. Wait, I went the wrong way. I did pass 2. We'll fix it. Got to do this now. They get stuff from Chris. CBL soaps, and don't know if they're allowed to talk about it or not, because he doesn't say. Chris, you got to talk more, buddy. There we go. But I know whenever they've asked or whatever, he said, "Yeah, I don't care. He's not super secret guy, but I got something super secret. CBL Splash. What? That's the coolest. When you have a soap that you really love, to be able to follow up with a matching splash. I don't always do that. It's too expensive, man. Plus, I think it start driving me nuts. I've got a decent amount of splashes. I'll say that. I don't know, maybe 30 or 40. But what happens, like what happened to Ghost Town Barber, used up the soap. I still got half the splash left. And I wasn't shy about using the splash. It's kind of like the whole hot dogs and hot dog bun thing. I think they got that worked out, but you know, that was always the comedians that point out the obvious that think they're hilarious, but they're the 50th ones to make that joke. But what's with the hot dogs? You get 10 buns and you get 8 hot. Lord. But the size, the usage, the soap and the aftershave don't run out at the same time. Ever. I know, I'll get KJ on here saying, well, if you use the appropriate amount of aftershave. Man, this is always hit and miss too. I get a little, some days I'm nonchalant about rolling right over that Adam's apple, and other days it bothers me a bit. So anyway, Mr. Lindsay, if you're actually watching this, I think I hold true to my comments about the one note needing to be a bit sharper. Got a little bit of depth and complexity. But yeah, this is nice, and I like how it lathered up. You can tell that he's got some nice residual stuffs there, I think. All right, so I'm also not going to use my 2-in-1. We're going to use this splash in place of that. And because I want to see what happens with his splash after the fact. I'm not going to use, I want to show you though, because the size of this tin, I don't know what the normal size of a talc tin is, but look at this thing. It's as big as my hand. This thing is huge. Anyway, I got that, so it's a bargain. This was not expensive. Yardley Equity. Highly recommend this stuff. It smells tough. It smells manly. It smells like Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage. That kind of realm. The kind of the peppery, manly. But it's just like what I assume all other talcs, where the scent does not stick around with you at all. So it's not like you're stuck to using perfume or cologne or whatever that's going to match it. It's just enjoyable to put on. If you would rather have a bit of a manly scent in your face for those few seconds versus powdery or ferny or whatever. So we'll see. Freaking rabbit holes, man. So obviously the forums and YouTube and all that stuff attract some people that just want to learn. But I think you're one of those people that if you want to learn wet shaving and you watch 4, 5, 6 videos to get different perspectives, but that's in your first hour and you're on like week number 7 of constantly streaming YouTube videos and all that. You know, your personality is, it's not just a hobby and you're going down the rabbit holes. But we are so self-delusional. I said that with the talc. I'm like, I'm going to try it. See what it's all about. Why not? I tried it. Enjoy it. I like the feel of it. The drawback is your face needs to be dry. And you know, we keep going. So I did the alum. I'll rinse off. I'm going to do there's lemon. That doesn't even dry 100% of the way usually before I'm doing like usually the Nivea 2-in-1 or the Nivea alcohol-free post-shave balm. Nivea, where's my contract? Brush my teeth, put on my spray, and get out of here. And if you're gonna do talc, I don't know. I think Barber Dave does it always just afterwards. So I don't know what to do. That must be why he uses so much, because it's got like soak into what moisture's on his face still, and otherwise it's just so freaking hot there in Arizona. His skin's dry like this. Because I'll have to, if I want to use it, I'm not gonna use it today. I said that, but I have to sit here like this, drying underneath here, just to be able to get out the door for work. Anyway, I was gonna say, here's this. Look, it's separated a little bit. See, there's a little cloudy. And, oh wait, is that what the? Oh, look at that's all it takes. That's all it takes. CBL 2-in-1. Ooh, can you use that? Dos en uno. Maybe you can use that. Anyway, I told myself I was not going to go down this talc rabbit hole and get it. I do not need more stuff to try to find a space for. This stuff takes up the space of like 2 soaps too. But now I'm saying, well, geez, when I use a mildly scented soap, then I can use the fern talc. But wait, I kind of need a citrus scented talc maybe, or, you know, kind of a, do they have one that's like baking? Anyway, so this is just a big thing. So I'm gonna just use a little. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Ooh, woo! I got a little stinger right there, which I did not get with the alum. All right, ooh. Interesting. I don't know. I got to get out of here. We're almost at 20 minutes. But he did share with me, Chris did share that he had 2 kind of soups or whatever mixed up. But then when he made soap out of them, the scent changed. And I think he even said that when he made this stuff out of the scent, this whatever, it changed. But I'm liking the scent of this a bit more than that soap. And you're just gonna have to wait and experience this for yourself, because it's not right. It's not a thin, you know, splash on glugs and it's just gone. This is his nourish your face stuff, I have to assume, because it's sticky right now. Chris, it's very sticky to the point where I'll just let it soak in and see what it does on my face. But right now, like between my fingers and stuff, it feels sticky. And I'm taking longer now because I'm sitting here talking to you. And it's getting slightly better, but my first reaction is, well, I need to clean up and do all this stuff. I want to wash it off my hands. Yeah, so it's taken a long time to soak in. But here's the reason you got to be a cadre member. I'll post on my journal entry for today, what it was like after dry down. So come check us out, find out how CBL Dulce and Luminol works, and I'll see you on the forums.